All right. Hello, everyone. Okay. Say hello. I just want to share this real quickly over to my group, Ambitious Rule Breakers. Just want to make sure that they can participate in this as well. We are live. Okay. I'm just going to share this over there, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Say hi as you join. Say hello. Let me know who is here. Awesome. Okay. I just want to share this really quick to the group, and we're going to get started. Really excited. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from also. Okay, cool. All right. I'm getting this over there. Let me know if you guys can see my screen, you can hear me, you can see me, all of that good stuff, okay? All right, I'm gonna turn my volume down so that I am not hearing myself, but I do wanna see your questions and see who's joining. Hi, Sarah, Natalie, Jessica, hello. Azra, it's good to see you here too. Okay. I'm just trying to share this, and for some reason, it doesn't want to. Okay, here we go. All right, share it over to the Rule Breakers, Ambitious Rule Breakers. Here we go. All right, cool, we have it shared. All right, now my amazing community can join us. All right. On my end, everything looks good. You guys say you can hear and see me, so let's go ahead and do this, shall we? Okay. Let me move this out of my way. So here's what I want to share with you guys today. I'm really excited. I want to share with you guys 6 ridiculously simple steps to get cash in the door right now. Okay, I know a lot of you, if you're in my Ambitious Rule Breakers Facebook group, a lot of you are talking about like, I'm kind of new, or I'm just getting started and I'm trying to figure out how to get clients. I'm trying to figure out how to get, you know, some income coming in, some revenue, some sales, and I'm not sure what to do. So I am actually the queen of being able to get cash in the door really, really fast and really, really simple. So I'm really excited to kind of share how I do that. So here's what I want to do. This is what you're going to learn really quickly, and I'm going to go through this fast, but I just want you to make sure that this is a place that you actually want to spend your time for the next probably 30 to 45 minutes with me, because I'm going to also answer your questions live. We'll do some laser coaching really quickly too. So I just want to make sure that you're in the right spot. And if this is resonating with you, stick around. If it's not, feel free to gracefully leave this webinar or this presentation, this training, however you want to look at it. No hard feelings, okay? I don't want you here if it's not for you anyway, so let's just keep it real. All right, here's what I'm going to walk you through. This is what you'll learn. I'm going to share with you what you need to do before you launch anything, okay? Before you put that offer out there, that course, that program, that invitation to a sales call with you, I'm going to walk you through what you need to do before you do that, okay? I'm also going to show you how to eliminate the risk of launching a non-sellable offer, okay? This is that experience where you feel you pour your heart and soul into something, and then you start to blast it all over the internet, and you get absolutely nothing, and your like soul is crushed, okay? Because you feel like you just poured everything into something and then got absolutely nothing from it. So I'm going to show you how to eliminate the risk of that happening, because it happens way too often. I'm going to also show you how to identify exactly what your audience wants versus what they need. A lot of entrepreneurs do not understand that your clients don't necessarily always know what they need, okay? They do know what they want, all right? So I'm going to show you how to identify that. I'm also going to show you how to create an offer that is guaranteed to sell, okay? And yes, I can back that guaranteed up because I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. the fastest and the most proven way to fill your program. Whether it is a one-on-one coaching program, a course, a VIP, I don't care what it is. I'm going to show you the fast and the most proven way to go ahead and fill that. And I'm going to share with you what you can do right now to create crazy high conversions on your sales calls. Because here's the deal. If you do not know how to sell, then it serves you absolutely no good. It will be absolutely a waste of time to get out there and to launch something or to offer something or to invite people to a sales call if you don't know how the hell to have a proper sales call. If you don't know how to close, if you are not confident in this, if you don't know how to sell what you do, then your sales calls are going to convert extremely low, if at all, and it's just going to be a total waste of your time, okay? You have to know how to sell, period. So here's the truth. If you have really bad sales calls, it's going to be harder to make money, okay? If you don't know how to sell, meaning you don't know how to talk about what you do in a way, like articulate it in a way that your clients see it as a solution, that they can resonate with it and get it, you're going to have a hard time making money. If you don't know how to get somebody on a sales call, you're going to have a hard time making money. If you don't know how to create content and messaging that speaks exactly to that burning fire your client has right now that they will pay money to eliminate, then you are going to have a harder time making money. If you don't know how to put together an offer that somebody else is like going to buy, then you're going to have a hard time making money. These are facts. This is just the way it is, right? And I believe in working smarter, not harder. I don't think that this needs to be so hard. I don't think it needs to take such a long time. I don't think that your amazing, dreamy business needs to feel like a shitty dead-end job, okay? Here's the promise. I'm going to share these 6 ridiculously simple steps for you so you can get cash in the door right now. Your job is to stick around, pay attention, write this down, and then go do these things, okay? Now, this is for you if you feel like you're always winging it or flying by the seat of your pants with no clear path to an end goal, meaning that you get up out of bed every day and you urgently, desperately run to your computer and do everything you can to try to get a sale so that at the end of the day, you can say you did something today. Okay? That is not effective. But if you're doing that, you need to be here. You might have an idea of who your ideal client is, but you know if you could get even clearer and maybe even set the bar a little higher to attract a higher level client, that you could attract clients you really want to work with. So this means that maybe you are getting some sales right now, or maybe you are building your audience and you are attracting people into your community. Maybe you even have a few clients, but you do not feel like you're working with the dreamy soulmate clients that you desire to work with and that you deserve to be working with. Meaning that maybe your clients are not paying you. Maybe they're not paying you on time. Maybe they're bitching and complaining. Maybe you have to drag them through your business. Maybe they're not doing the work. Or maybe you're getting sales calls and all you're hearing is money objections. Okay? This is because you are not attracting high-level clients. Maybe you're not in love with your offer, or you're in love with it, but your audience doesn't see what you see. This is when you pour your heart and soul into an offer and you throw it out there and you know that everyone needs it. You know they're going to love it. You know they're going to get results, but your clients are not seeing that. Or you could be on the other side of the spectrum or the other side of the coin where you're not in love with your offer. Okay, and you're just like creating things desperately to get it out there and try to get clients and sales. And maybe you feel like, I'm not really in love with my offer. I'm not happy with the price point. I would love to increase it. I would love to charge more. Maybe you're thinking things like that and there's something inside your offer that you're just not aligned with. If you're doing this, if you have an offer like this, and this is what you're experiencing, you need to be here because I'm going to show you how to stop that. The other thing is you might feel completely confused and overwhelmed when it comes to putting your content out there and asking for the sale. So maybe you're not asking at all. Or maybe you are asking, but it feels terrible, right? I've been there. I'm going to show you how to completely eliminate that, okay? So that you not only feel amazing and super serving putting your offers and invitations out there, but your potential buyers feel the same way, okay? So if you resonate with these things, you need to be here, because I'm literally peeling the curtains back and giving you some simple strategies today. And I do want to say, this is a completely pitch-free call. I'm not selling you absolutely anything. I am just going to be giving you value today, okay? So are you ready to stop flying by the seat of your pants and finally have a system to generate more cash and feel good doing it? Here's the thing. I'll say this. I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. I am the queen of getting sales in the door really fast, and in a way that feels really freaking good. Not salesy, not desperate or urgent, or not pitchy. I don't spam nobody. I don't spam Facebook groups. I have some proven ways that I have used over and over and over and over again for more than 5 years in my business, and my clients are doing the same thing. These are the things I want to share with you today. All right, here's the problem. The problem is you're not focused on the right things. Okay, I know you think you might be, but I promise you that if you're not seeing the results I just shared and just said you could be experiencing, then the problem is you are not focused on the right things. All right. Once you get laser focused, which I'm going to help you do today, so stay right here, you'll know exactly which money generating activities to focus on, and you'll have a clear path to success. 9 out of the 10 women that come into my community are not sure what activities produce money, or they're not sure which ones they should focus on to get the results they're trying to get. And so they're just doing a little bit of the hashtag everything. We're going to clear that up today. The other thing too is you'll be really clear and confident with who you want to work with, exactly what they want and how you can help them get it. Another problem I see in the industry is you are not really sure how to tell your ideal clients how you're going to actually help them get to the end result they want. And you're not sure how the heck you're going to do that inside your offer. Okay. So even though your intention is really good and you really want to help people, you're not really sure exactly how you're going to do that. This makes it really hard to sell it, and it makes it even harder for your potential buyers to see it as a solution they need to invest in. Okay. And then here's the thing too, when you get really focused, you're going to have offers that not only you are excited about, but so are your prospects instantly, right? They see the value right away, and making it a no-brainer that working with you is their next best step. And that helps you create yeses on the spot, okay? So if you're having those objections, if everybody's coming at you with money objections, we're going to clear that up today, because this is a big problem. And then when you're clear too, you're going to have a proven rents and repeatable system for filling your calendar and your program with buyers at any given time with minimal effort. Remember, I'm all about working smarter, not harder. I am not about all this technology and automated funnels and systems and sales pages and websites. I'm talking about creating this stuff without those things, okay? So let's dive into the 6 steps. Ask your questions below. I will answer them. We'll do Q&A. We'll do some laser coaching, whatever it might be. Go ahead and post anything below as we go through this, okay? All right. Here are the 6 steps. Let's do this. And here's the thing. These are the same 6 steps that I got laser focused on when I was on food stamps and I created my first $15,000 in 2 weeks. And then I turned around and created another $20,000 that same month without hustling or spamming anybody. And most of the steps are overlooked or avoided, but I'm going to talk about why each one of these 6 steps is crucial to your success so that you can understand why these are important. So the first step is to reveal your profit possibility. So inside of my community, my Rebel community, inside my 6-month group coaching program, Unleashed, one of the very first things I do with my clients is we get really clear on their profit possibility. So you might be wondering, if you're new to my community, then you might not know yet what profit possibility is. All this is a set of numbers, okay, that we look at to determine exactly what you do and do not have to reach your money goals, okay? These numbers tell us exactly what you have in place and what you need in place in order to hit a certain amount of money, okay? These are numbers I look at with every single client. Without knowing these numbers, you're going to risk either working way too hard to hit your money goals, or you're going to risk not doing the things that need to be done to hit those money goals because you don't know what you do and don't have in place, okay, to support your goals. This is a deal breaker right here, guys. This is 9 out of 10. This is why you have failed launches. This is why you don't get those sales calls. This is why you don't fill that one-on-one program, because you have no idea what action steps to take in your business that are going to quickly make it happen, because you don't know what numbers you have to work with, okay? Here's the thing. Business is nothing but a numbers game, and the numbers don't lie. The beautiful thing about this is you could totally suck at math, because I do. I am terrible at math. I failed it my entire life. It is not my best subject, but I'm genius at these certain numbers in my business. And here's the thing. They don't lie. Numbers are numbers. And at the end of the day, when you run your numbers and you know your profit cost ability, it tells you exactly what you need to go off and do to make the money goals happen. And the beautiful thing is you can manipulate those numbers. You can tweak them and play with them and adjust them and move them to make them work for you, okay? So here's the thing. If you don't know your numbers, you will not win. You're not going to. Numbers is all part of business. That's all it is, and they don't lie. Either you figure out your numbers or you really risk having failed launches. You're just going to really put yourself out there in a way that might take you, 8 months to fill a one-on-one coaching program when you could do it in 2 weeks, okay? Here's the thing. Get really clear on your goals. This is the first profit possibility thing that we look at. What are your goals? Meaning, how much money do you want to make? By when do you want to make that? What program are we selling? And how many people do you want in there? This is the first step, because if you don't know this, then we don't know what you need to be doing every day to hit your money goals quickly, okay? And really, really easily. So you need to get behind your goals, and I want them to be inspired goals, meaning that there's actually an emotion attached to them, okay? If you don't have anything behind your goals and you're just saying it for the sake of saying it, I promise you, you won't reach those goals. There needs to be some sort of emotion attached to them, meaning that you want these goals or this goal for a very specific reason. For example, I wanted to get off food stamps. That was my why. That was my emotion, because it was so embarrassing and so degrading to go into the grocery store with a list of only a couple of things that I could afford to feed me and my son. And I had to stand in line with everybody looking at me, or at least it felt that way, looking at me and judging me. And I had to stand there and pay with government food stamps to feed my son. It was the worst feeling in the world. And then we got into my very used vehicle that kept breaking down on the side of the road. I'm not even kidding. It would break down at red lights with my baby son in the back seat. And I'm all by myself. It was very embarrassing. And we would work our way as hard as we could and quickly as we could to get home to a government housing project. Talk about degrading. That was the emotion. This is why it was non-negotiable. I had to get off government assistance, and I needed to make some money. And I wanted to be home with my son. I didn't want to put him in daycare. I couldn't afford daycare, okay? So this was a non-negotiable for me. You find, yours does not need to be that drastic. Just find whatever the hell it is that is bringing out the emotion of why you want to create what you're saying these goals are. If you are saying you want to create something, why? Why do you want to do it? What is the emotion behind it? Because that's what's going to push you through the up and the down, the ups and the downs, the uphill battle. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be challenges. You need to have something that's really motivating you to go through it. The next thing is look at what you have to work with and what is possible for you. If you don't want to hustle, if you don't want to waste your time or have these lackluster results, then you've got to get intimate with your numbers, okay? You need to be looking at, okay, what do I already have in place to support these goals? And then what do I still need in order to make this happen by this date? It's very simple. These are not complicated numbers. These are the easiest numbers I've ever had to deal with, okay? I promise. And then be honest with yourself and start where you're at. I have a lot of clients that come into my 6-month group coaching program and they're like, Ann, in the next 30 days, I haven't had a single client. I'm not making any money, but I want, 20K, 30K months. I want a 6-figure launch. I want this, I want that. And they have absolutely nothing in place to support that goal in that amount of time. Not saying it can't happen. I'm not a dream crusher. But I am a realist, and I'm going to keep it really real here, right? That You got to be honest with where you're at, and that's where we need to start. And we will gradually, as rapidly as we can, move up from there, okay? Here are the key things. Have inspired goals. Know what your numbers are to back up those inspired goals. Take the inspired action, because here's the thing. You have to do the work, okay? It's not enough to just have the goals and know your numbers. You actually have to take the inspired action. And that's what will produce the results for you, okay? Remember, business is a numbers game. Numbers never lie, all right? So my client, Janelle, just to share a little, I guess, the proof is in the pudding here. My client, Janelle, is an online social media marketing and launch strategist. She's freaking amazing at it. She came to me generating $2,000 to $3,000 a month. She wasn't really booking consistent calls. She was booking some, but not consistently. Working a ton of hours. And on top of it, she was a single mom of 2 boys, and she was living in her mom's 1-bedroom basement apartment. She had taken on a part-time job at the time at a little cafe local to her just to make ends meet, but she couldn't imagine working any more hours than she already was. Her goals, her 4-month goals, were to create consistent 5K months so that she could at least move out of her parents' basement apartment, quit the job at the cafe, and then just go full-time in her business so she could stay at home and be a mom to her 2 boys. Very simple, right? Doesn't seem like she's asking for very much. But the gap that Janelle had, I'm going to tell you, the gap that she had is that she didn't have a working strategy to keep sales calls on her calendar. That was the problem. And so she was constantly launching and chasing down leads just to try to create any sort of income, right? Her packages were a mess. They were priced really, really, really low for the value she was given. So her problem was she couldn't get past the $3,000 a month mark. If any of you guys can kind of relate to some of this story that Janelle had, definitely share below, because I know I can relate to a lot of this. So here's what we did for her. The action we did is we came up with a couple of simple and proven strategies, which you'll learn here today, that she could quickly take action on to fill her calendar anytime, all right, with sales calls. And then while considering her busy lifestyle, because remember, she has 2 boys, she had this cafe job, we knew that she did not have any additional time to put into her business. So what we did is we restructured the packages she already had, right? We just restructured them and we increased her prices. And I will say at the time, I couldn't get Janelle to double her prices because she couldn't get behind that, but we did increase them, okay? And what happened is this resulted in less than 2 weeks. Janelle booked 10 sales calls on her calendar. She closed 7 of them, which is like a 70% rate, I think. That's insane. She earned $5,329 with super, super targeted leads. These were soulmate clients for sure. And Janelle was closing less than 50% of her sales calls before her and I started working together. That's freaking amazing. That is awesome. So not only did she have packages she was totally in love with and had strategies that she could continue to keep sales calls on her calendar without having to chase people down and hustle, she was able to keep the calls coming in, but now she also knew how to close those sales calls, not just book them, but actually close them in a way that felt really good. So here's the thing. She finally broke through that $3,000 a month mark that she could not get over for like ever. And in less than 3 weeks, she did that. And then she was generating $8,329 a month in her business consistently. Okay. She had a proven strategy to fill her calendar with targeted leads at any given time that was runs repeatable. Okay. So nothing, she didn't have to create something new all the time. And in 4 months, she quit her part-time job at the cafe and worked 30 to 35 hours a week in her business. In 6 months, she had her first $15,000 a month, and she was able to get her own 3-bedroom apartment finally for her and her boys, okay? This is the thing. She had the inspired goals. She had a reason. She had 2 boys living in her mother's 1-bedroom basement apartment. Believe me when I say she had her inspired goals. She knew what her numbers were. We looked at what she had and didn't have to work with to make this happen. She took inspired action, okay? She is like the bomb.com when it comes to action. She got the results, okay? All right, let's move into the offers because they're not all created equal. Here's what we need to understand. If your offer isn't a clear solution, it's not going to sell, okay? Your ideal clients need to know immediately, okay? Immediately, they need to see that your offer is the solution that they're looking for without a doubt in their mind, okay? Right away, they need to think that you're the person that can help them get the job done, all right? So it comes down to having the right traffic. We've talked about this already. If you're attracting the wrong people, then your offer is not going to sell. It doesn't matter how great your offer is. I don't care what your messaging is. And I don't care how genius you are, because I think you all are amazing. Doesn't matter. If you're bringing in the wrong traffic, you're not going to sell your stuff. And it doesn't matter if you price it low, if you price it medium, or you price it high. It doesn't matter if you throw in 50 hours of private coaching. It doesn't matter what bonuses you add. If you're not attracting the right people, you're not going to sell your offers. It's not going to happen. And here's the other thing. You need a sellable offer. I see people going out and they're building up an audience and they're building engagement and they're giving, and they're doing all this stuff, but they don't have an actual offer to sell. And if they do, it's something they threw together randomly really quickly that they got inspired by seeing somebody else do, and they're just trying to sell it urgently and desperately to make some cash. You need to be in love with your offer. It needs to be sellable. You need to be able to sell it because you're in love with it, and your clients need to know, like, right away, I need to buy this because this is the solution. They need to be in love with it also. If those two things are not combined, if you don't have the right traffic and a sellable offer, you're going to have a really hard time making money in this online space. The only way to make money in your business is to sell your offers, right? You need something to sell. But the only way to sell your offer is to get it in front of the right traffic, okay? Because you could put your offer out there all day long. And if you're throwing it in front of people that could give two shits about it, you're not going to sell your offer. But the only way to activate that traffic to become buyers is to have a sellable offer. They go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. Here's the thing. People buy for two reasons. Number one, you made them feel a certain way. Whether it's a good or a bad feeling, if you make them feel a certain way, if there's some sort of emotion that you trigger inside of them, then that's one thing that gets them to buy. The other thing is they know, like, and trust you. Some way, somehow, through something that you're doing, they feel like they know you, they like you, and they trust you. They see that you might have a way to help them solve a problem that they are willing to pay to make it go away or to solve it, right? If they see that you are a person that can do that, these are the things that make them feel like I know, like, and trust you, and you can help me. If you don't have these two things, you're not going to have buyers. Or you might get a sale here and there. You won't have consistent, sustainable profit, okay? People make buying decisions because you made them feel a certain way and because they know, like, and trust you. So your offer, your messaging, your energy needs to provide both of these things. Make sense? If you're trying to get cash in the door ASAP, with very little to no inventory, meaning you have no audience, you don't have anything in place, then you need to get your hottest leads on the phone and close the sale. Here is something that I think is an epidemic, and I see this way too much in our industry. I see entrepreneurs who have zero in place, absolutely nothing, and they're trying to sell low ticket offers because they think, if I price it really low, more people will buy it. If I charge almost nothing for this, I'll get way more sales. I cannot tell you how absolutely wrong and bullshit that is. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, okay? If you don't have very much to work with, if you're new, if you don't have an audience, you don't have an email list, you don't have, like, a Facebook group, if you don't have anything in place, then the smartest thing that you could ever do for your business and your cash, your bank account, is to create a high ticket offer and have a sales conversation. Okay? Never mind anything else you're doing. It's not going to work. Here's the thing. Low ticket offers require more sales. You need a lot of sales if you're charging really low for something, right? You want to make $5,000 and you're charging $97 for something, you need quite a few of those sales. And if you don't have an audience, where are you getting those buyers? You're not, right? You're not going to happen. It won't happen. So that means more sales means more leads, which you don't have. You need a sales page with a low ticket offer, right? And you have to look at, how long is it going to take if you don't have a big audience? It's going to take so much longer. You're going to have to take a $97 or even like a $297 offer. And you're going to have to spend weeks and weeks, maybe even months, trying to fill it to make $5,000 or $10,000 a month because you don't have anyone to sell it to. So you not only need more leads, more sales, you have to work way harder, so it takes forever. If you're trying to make money right now, you need the sale like yesterday. You don't have weeks or months, right? Here's the thing. High ticket offers require less sales calls. You don't need to have as many leads or sales calls because the price is higher. If you're trying to make $5,000, let's just say, and that is like the minimum immediate amount I try to get my clients to right away. If you're trying to make $5,000 a month, you can have here's an example. It doesn't mean it needs to apply to you, but for an example, you could have a 3-month one-on-one coaching program that is $5,000, okay? And then you get your 5 clients in there, all right? The point I'm trying to get you to take home is the higher the price, the less sales you need, which means the less leads that are required. So if you don't have a big community, this makes sense for you. Everybody kind of getting what I'm putting down here? And here's the thing, you don't need a sales page for this. You don't need any technology, and it doesn't take a long time because you only need like probably a small handful of clients. That is what you want to be focusing on. This is exactly what I did with my client, Melissa. She's an online marketing strategist and abundance coach. She was generating $5,000 a month when she came to me, so she was already there, but she couldn't make more than this. She was working full-time in her business, and she had dreams of making a bigger impact. She wanted to travel. She wanted to do live luxury retreats with her clients. So she wanted to kind of get offline a little bit and do some fun stuff locally at some luxury spots. Her and her husband were also very eager to buy their own home because they were rented. So her 4-month goals were, I need to double my income. I need consistent 10K months in order for her to have that bigger impact and to book some luxury retreats with her clients and start to save to buy their first home. However, she did not want to work more hours than she was already doing to make that $5,000. So we had to, she wanted to cut her work week down by 10 hours a week so she could have more fun in her personal life, all right? The gap was that Melissa was undercharging for her packages. She had it priced so low, and in return, she was attracting low-level lack mindset entrepreneurs that were very fearful and hesitant to make the investment to work with her. So she was working her butt off in order to get those clients, and then she undercharged just to secure them. So she'd say, I'll drop my prices just to get a yes, okay? So we looked at her inventory to see what she had and what she didn't, and how we were going to be able to get Melissa on the phone really fast with buyers, right? And so while she was off booking the calls, we tweaked a couple things with her packages so she could feel good about increasing her price points. Once we did this, and here's the thing, she was a little bit worried about increasing her prices because she already had a hard time selling them at the price they were, but we made those couple of tweaks inside her offer that made her really get behind it so she could see it was really valuable. And so she felt really good increasing the prices, okay? We made a couple of tweaks to her packages, and then we increased the price points to match the value. Once we did this, Melissa went off and booked 6 discovery calls. She closed 4 of them. It's about a 67% conversion, and that resulted in her generating $20,500 over 3 months, okay? So she knew exactly what was possible, how to quickly get the buyers on the phone. She realized that by increasing the price point of her offer, okay, so that it matched the value she was now given. Over 3 months, she was able to book herself solid, maintain those $10,000 months with soulmate clients, by the way. She booked that luxury retreat for them, and then that following spring, right after, her and her husband took a 2-week vacation to Bali, and she also hired a full-time assistant who took over those 10 hours a week for her. Remember, she wanted to drop her hours by 10 hours a week so she had more time. She was able to hire someone so she could do that, okay? Let's go into the next thing. Wrong traffic leads to no sales. We talked about this a little bit. Here is the thing. The type of traffic that you attract is going to dictate the results you get. There's no way around this. If you are attracting low-level clients or lack mentality type of clients, how are you going to get them to make an investment? They have a lack mindset. They're not probably going to buy, right? You need to discover who your dreamy or your soulmate client is, and if you need to, create this person. It's up to you. That's the beauty of being an entrepreneur. You decide who you work with. You decide the person you want to attract, okay? You need to find out where they're spending their time online, or if it's offline, or what social media platforms, or what networking events, online magazines. I don't care. Go find your people, but find the dreamy soulmate clients, because lack type of clients, lack mentality, low level type of clients will not invest in your services. They're only looking for really low ticket offers or free stuff. So unless you're planning on running your business for free and giving away all of your services for nothing, well, then you need to be looking for a different type of client. Here's the thing. You need to identify their single biggest challenge. And this challenge is that one thing that is top of mind. It is their burning fire right now, and they will pay to make that go away. You need to go identify what that is. Once you know who your ideal client is and what they want, where they want to go, and how you can help them get there, you want to get your hottest traffic on the phone, right? Here's the 3 types of traffic sources so that you're very clear on what this looks like. There's cold traffic, and this is what you should be building 24/7 in your business. You always need to be creating new traffic, a new audience, okay? You never stop doing this. These are people that do not know, like, or trust you yet, okay? You have your warm traffic. So this is probably your engaged leads or audience. These are people that they know you, they like you, and they're building trust with you still, okay? And then you have your hot traffic. These are your engaged leads who know, like, and trust you. And these are probably people that have already purchased from you or bought from you or whatever, okay? Or definitely have a desire to want to work with you, all right? If you want to generate fast cash or an influx of cash, or are trying to fill a program or a course or whatever, then you need to be reaching out to your hot traffic first, okay? Those are the things that are going to get the sales in the door really fast. And then while you're doing that, consistently build up your cold traffic and then nurture them so that they become warm traffic. So that's how we're going to bring them in. They cold traffic first, become warm traffic, they become your buyers, all right? Here's the other one. Don't sell, serve. And I know it sounds contradicting because I'm a sales rebel and sales is my jam. It's what I teach. But here's the thing. If you don't know how to close, you don't have a business. If you don't know how to sell, you don't have a business. Okay, so here's the thing. You've got to be able to conduct a successful sales call before you start booking them. It does not make sense to book sales calls if you don't know how to sell. It doesn't make sense to do that, right? The second thing, know the intention of a sales call and how it looks is crucial to your sales, okay? If you have no intention on your sales calls and you're not confident with this, then you're not going to close sales. You're going to get on there and feel like a total fraud or a failure, or you're going to check yourself out of the game. You got to get confident in that sales is not about selling, it's about serving. Remember that when people book a call with you, it's because they believe you can help them. So why are you so nervous? Why do you feel so awkward on a sales call? They're the one that booked the call with you, right? So they're the ones that feel like, oh, I think maybe you can help me. So ease into that, lean into that, sit back, relax. You are obviously doing something right if people are getting on the phone with you. So don't screw it up by not knowing what to do on the sales call, okay? The results of your sales call is going to be completely dependent on the expectations that you give your prospect before they even get on the call, the intention that you set for the call, okay, your mindset during the call, and then the type of people you attract. If these 4 things, if you don't have these 4 things down, I would not book sales calls because you're not going to close them, all right? So here's the thing. The proof is in the pudding. When I first started my business, I actually hated everything to do with sales. I was hustling to make ends meet, and then I realized by watching other leaders in the industry that they had all mastered the one thing I hadn't yet, which was sales. They were really good at them, and I sucked at them. So there you go. That was my gap. I went on to challenge myself to do 30 discovery calls in 30 days, And I really set the intention to not try to close these as sales calls. I just wanted to get used to doing the calls, and I wanted to build some relationship and get comfortable with the sales. That's all I tried to do. So my intention was not to sell. It was just serve and just build relationships. That was all I was doing. That same month that I challenged myself, I created a sales system and I hit my first 5-figure month. I had no technology, I had no hustle, no sales page, and I did not have a lot of inventory to work with. I had no email list. I had a super small unengaged Facebook group. Okay? There's 2 types of sales conversations that you need to know. There's this one, which probably most of you guys are actually doing. I am willing to bet that most of you guys are doing this one. It's the prove your worth. This is where you're convincing people, you're begging, you're negotiating, whether it's your prices or whatever. You're focusing all on yourself instead of serving people. You're all up in your head. You're trying to prove your value, your worth. You're going into coaching before people have even paid you for it. You're giving way too much away for free, and you feel super awkward and uneasy. About 99%, this is my audience. Unless they've gone through my programs and they've worked with me, then they don't do this. They do sales conversations number 2, which is my exact conversation to close system, where they have total confidence, clear goals and intentions. They're creating solution-based offers they're in love with. They know how to attract high-end buyers. They have client and result-driven intentions, and they know how to have high-value sales conversations that feel really good and genuine. Okay, there's a big difference between these 2 types of calls, and I'm willing to bet you're on one, but go ahead in the comments, drop a number 1 if you're doing the prove your worth type of sales conversations, or drop a number 2 if you're doing the conversation to close, feel good system. Okay, sales happens in 3 phases. It happens before the call, during, and then after. Most coaches only teach you during the sales, but I'm not most coaches. So I want to share really quickly that here is how you have extremely high conversions on your sales calls. It happens before the call even begins. In your messaging, in your relationship building, in the valuable content that you consistently put out, in the emails that you send to your list, and the traffic that you attract, right? And then your pre-qualification process for getting people on the phone with you. During the call, it's those intentions you set at the very beginning of the call that take the sales pressure off both of you. It's the middle of the call where you're asking the right questions. You're continuing to create a relationship, and you're identifying if this person is a buyer. And then it's the end of the call, owning your value and really standing in your expertise and asking for the damn sale, right? Then there's after the call, because it doesn't end on the sales call. After the call, you want to send an email recap, just going over what you guys discussed, what you talked about, a few reminders, and the information for the invitation you gave to them. And then follow up. If you're not following up, you're losing 80% of possible sales. Follow up, okay? Make sure you're following up with every single lead. Continued sales calls. You want to keep having sales conversations. I see a lot of entrepreneurs stop because they're like, oh, people aren't buying, I suck at it, I'm not going to do anymore. You need to continue to have sales calls, and you should still continue to book a call with people that haven't said yes yet and continue the conversation, okay? These are the 3 phases. You can see that sales is always happening, right? It happens long before the call and long after the call. You want to create a sales system that keeps the leads coming in the door. Why would you put all this work, time, and effort into building up your audience and then trying to sell to them, having sales conversations with them, and then giving up if they don't become a yes right away? You are leaving so much money on the table. You want to maximize the audience you currently have, okay? Okay, Michelle was a health coach, and she used my sales system and proven strategies to book 4 clients from just 1 email that generated $20,000 by emailing our hottest traffic only, okay, not cold traffic, and putting out a specific invitation to speak with her, and then having massive confidence and clarity on her call. She was able to quickly secure them as clients into her package with total integrity, okay? These 4 leads were already ready to buy before they even got on the phone with Michelle. And when she put the right offer in front of them, it was already a done deal, and the payment was collected on the call. Anybody can have this experience, okay? And here's the other thing. You want to invest in the right mentor that's going to help you dictate your success. Because here's the thing. We don't know what we don't know, and you can't do this by yourself. If you're doing the same things over and over and over and over, and you don't know how to solve your problems or bridge your gaps or fill your gaps, you need to go hire someone that can help you do that so you can move the results faster, okay? And with the right mentor, you should really have someone that helps you give structure, new strategies and perspectives that feel good for you, not just, hey, it's my way or no way, right? You need consistent accountability. You need urgency to do what needs to be done. So you need that accountability. You need guidance when you feel stuck. So you shift quickly through that part of the deal, okay? The right mentor is going to give you strategies that support your goals that you're trying to reach. They're going to help you cut out the fluff, and they're going to get you working on your business instead of in it, so you get to the results faster. You can get the results yourself. It's just going to take a lot longer, probably more trial and error, probably money, and a lot of time, right? The truth is, you can choose to keep doing what you're doing that's not working, or you could just try a different way. All right. So one of the things I do is I focus on fast cash producing strategies that are going to get you some money in the door right away, while at the same time focusing on building your confidence in your audience for the ability to have sustainable long-term results. These are both equally important. Most coaches teach you one or the other. They teach you how to make really fast money that you can do in like a week or two, but you're in the hustle game of constantly launching, constantly having to sell, constantly having to create a new program. You're always on the go and client chasing because you're selling these smaller offers more frequently. And then you have coaches that teach you how to create the long-term results, and you're broke the whole time you're building that long-term result. You're broke. I teach both, okay? So today we covered these steps. Be really clear on your numbers and what you have and don't have to work with. Create the right offer for the right people so you have better sales conversations that result in an easy close for you. And then you'll do that through a proven sales system, and then get in the right mentor to guide you every step of the way, all right? One more little proof in the pudding. Natasha was struggling to book discovery calls because she was literally scared to death to have a sales conversation. She didn't think that the one offer she had was valuable. The price was so low, she needed a ton of sales. So she struggled with transitioning from the conversation to the close and really asking for the sale. We went through my 8-step sales system. We created 3 sellable offers for her that she felt really excited about, and she couldn't wait to tell people about them. And even though we doubled the prices, she felt in total alignment with the value and the support that her clients would get, which allowed her to enroll 3 new clients over 2 weeks into her new offers, which generated $7,500 for her, okay? So that's what I promised to share with you today, how you can book more dreamy or soulmate clients faster and easier so you can close more sales on the spot without it feeling yucky, okay? How to create sellable offers you're excited about so that you feel confident and so that your clients see you as the person that can help them get where they want to go. How to do all of this with integrity and confidence in class without hustle, technology, and burnout like most other coaches are teaching you. So here's what you still need to do, okay? You need to go off and you need to get really clear with your goals, your clarity, and your numbers like we talked about in step 1. You have to go do this, okay? Then create a sellable offer that is solution-based. It puts the immediate fire out that your clients are willing to pay to put to bed, okay? Make sure you're attracting the right traffic. Don't speak to lack level clients. If you are attracting people that are giving you money objections or say they don't have the money, they can't right now, they wish, but, stop speaking to those people. Attract a different audience. Change your messaging, okay? Master the sales conversation, because no matter what you do, it doesn't matter. If you don't know how to sell, if you can't have a successful sales conversation, if you don't know how to talk about the offer and the benefits and working with you, if you don't know how to close a sale or have a great sales conversation, if you don't know how to sell, it doesn't matter if you have all these things in place. You're not going to close the sale. You will not consistently have money coming in the door, okay? Go get yourself the mentor that can help you bridge these gaps and move this process along faster. obviously you can just go do this yourself, right? It's just going to take you a while, and you're going to have to try to fill the gaps yourself. And that means trial and error, test and tweak and try to figure out what's wrong when somebody else can just tell you quickly. So go and think about who do you need in place to help you move this along faster. It doesn't need to take a long time, and this can happen right away, okay? These are the steps, but here's the thing. They're not everything. I just told you what you still need to go do, okay? It is enough, however, to get cash in the door this week, today. You could do this today, all right? Any questions, drop them below. I'm going to continue to come in and answer them, I promise. If you have any questions about the steps we covered or about your business and what you're doing or need to be doing, drop those below. I'm going to come in and answer any questions. We'll continue this conversation, so just put those ahead below. If you want to, stay connected, or if you're not already in my free Facebook group, just go over to Facebook and search Ambitious Rule Breakers. Come request to join the group. I go live there every week. I share things like this. I break it down for you. We do some laser coaching. We have weekly Q&A in there. So much amazing stuff is happening in that group. If you are not in there, you don't get it. But anyway, come join us, Ambitious Rule Breakers. I'll see you guys over in the Facebook group, and let me know what questions you have below, and we'll keep this going.